Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Langston John Blaze, and you are watching Blaze's Top 25 Questions of All Time, okay? 25 years, celebrate my 25th birthday, coming up May 18th. I'm so excited, guys. It's going to be crazy. I'm having a party at Aja here in Atlanta. All my friends are coming out, so I'm excited. So y'all ready to get with these questions? Here we go. Alright, first question is, if you could play anyone in a biopic, who would it be? I would love to play Usher. I've actually got two. I would like to play either Usher or when they do the Aaliyah biopic, I would love to play Rashad. So those are probably like my dream roles. Usher because, I mean, he's a crazy dancer. I love dance, of course. Vocally, he's a beast. And I just think that he has a story that would be very interesting to tell. So he's had a lot of, different, relationship, endeavors, and I just think that he has a very interesting story, musically and personally. So I would love to play Usher. He would probably be pretty dope to play. Voguing. Do I know how to vogue? No, I do not. Would I ever? Heck yes. I think that it's a very interesting form of dance. And yeah, there's some great, performers out there that, have made it what it is today. So yeah, gotta shout out all the voguers out there. I see you guys in the club killing it. And yeah, it's definitely very intricate, and yeah, definitely, as time goes and progresses and I start doing music videos, I would definitely love to do that form of dance. I think it's pretty dope. How tall am I? Everyone seems to think that I am a shorty, right? But I'm actually 6'2". I'm from a family of avatars. My dad is 6'1". My uncle is 6'2". My aunt is like 5'9", 5'10". My mother's 5'7". She's average height. My sister is 5'7" as well. So yeah, I don't really have too many shorties in my family. So yeah, yeah, I'm 6'2". Everyone thinks I'm like 5'7", but no, I've been a pretty gigantic person since I was like in the 12th grade. So they used to call me Oak Tree, which was pretty embarrassing. But moving on. Okay, where did you get the name Langston John Blaze? I actually got the name John Blaze from an Aaliyah song with Missy Elliott, from Missy's album actually called Super Duper Fly. And the song is called John Blaze. And it's a pretty dope song. It's really about, primarily about a guy that, when he walks into the room, he catches people's attention. And I think that that's always been something that I aspire, to have a part of my persona, and just, as I grow as an artist, wanting that factor, where, people really are, listening to what I have to say, and I'm a leader. So, it's funny that, I use the word leader because this year and with different youth groups like the National Youth Group that, had the event here in Atlanta a few days ago now. It's really, helped me see that, I've really had to actually start taking on that leadership role. So definitely, people. Who do people say that I look like? Who do people say that I look like the most? Here lately I get Bill Bellamy. A lot. Every once in a while Eddie Murphy will sneak his way in. I don't know why, but it happens. But the most, I would say Mehcad Brooks. They'll say the guy from True Blood or from Desperate Housewives, or right now he's on Necessary Roughness. So shout outs to Mehcad Brooks. That's like my brother from another mother, apparently. Okay, are you going to come back on Free Fall? I had a great time doing that show, guys. It was really my first experience on camera. I did some extra work before with Single Ladies and a couple of other shows they were taping here in Atlanta. But of course, I would love to come back on the show. They're doing some big things right now. Shout out to the whole cast and Lamont. I love the look of the show. It is crazy. But hopefully, guys, this summer something will happen with that. I just had to prioritize, guys, and get things together professionally for myself so I can stand on my own 2 feet. And yeah, but so hopefully this summer or sometime this year I will be back on Free Fall. But yeah, so shout outs to the guys though, because they're doing some big things with the show, and I love what they're doing right now. Okay, what size shoe do I wear? Y'all are nasty. My shoe size has matched my age since I was about 10. So when I was 10, I was wearing a 10. When I was 11, I was wearing an 11. And when I was 14, I was wearing a 14. And thank God, that's where it stopped. So yeah, I'm currently in a 14, looking like it's gonna stay there. And yes, it sounds, you know, good and hot and dirty right now, but you guys try looking for a size 14 shoe in a store and see what crazy Bullwinkle shoes they bring out to you looking like Bozo the Clown. Not happening. But shout outs to Hibbit. Gotta shout out Hibbit because you guys always have my shoe size. You may only have about 2 in the back, but hey, I snatched it pretty quick, so shout outs to Hibbit for always having my shoe size. Okay. Are you anything like your character Trent? I get this question all the time. As you guys can tell, hopefully I would say, by my personality, I am nothing like Trent. Trent was a very dynamic character for me, very controversial, and I mean, he was a lot of fun to play because he had so much cattiness, and you know, some people may call him mean, but people like that, I think, you know, they grow into who they are. They don't always have to technically have been hurt or been in bad situations to be the way they are, but you know, he's definitely not like that with his friends. Like, you know, with the character Cameron, he wasn't like that with, I wouldn't say. And you know, he shaded Shaman's character a little bit here and there, and you know, a lot of the other guys that he encountered. But I think overall Trent's a good guy. He has some of his beliefs are a lot different, you know, when it comes to love. He doesn't really believe in love, but I'm nothing like Trent. But he was a lot of fun to play. Definitely a lot of fun to play. Who was your first love? My first love. Okay. I'm a little private when it comes to my love life, but I will say this: it was a good experience for the most part. It needed to happen the way that it happened. Because as quick as it started was as quick as it ended, and not really too much on my doing, I would say. I was 21 at the time, the person was 18, and just had experienced a lot more than what I had at the time. I was very, I wouldn't say innocent, but I just hadn't really experienced those, you know, intimate parts of myself, and being in a relationship and dating, and you know, just knowing how things can be, you know, hot one minute and cold the next. But you know, I did fall in love fast, and you know, adults will always say kids don't know anything about love. But I was reading, you know, Janet's book, the True You book, and she was talking about young love, and because that's the only form of love that a kid knows, it is real love. So it definitely was real, and I experienced it later in life because I was a late bloomer with a lot of things, and relationships and dating being one of them. So you know, I needed that experience, and I'm happy that it did happen that way looking back. But it was something else, I will say that. How good of a kisser are you? I think I'm a pretty good kisser. I was thinking about a metaphor when I saw this question before, and you know what, the trick about being a good kisser is thinking of it as how a painter paints a picture, right? They use the tip of their brush without using the entire brush to paint the picture, right? And it comes out like a masterpiece. So that's really the trick to kissing, is not using all your brush. Please do not eat my face. But that's the trick. That's the trick to kissing, is, you know, being, you know, very soft and gentle. Everything doesn't have to be rough and just crazy. Just be smooth and allow yourself to be as natural as, you know, how paint, you know, comes on the picture to make it something eloquent. So that's my advice about how to be a good kisser. But I think I'm a pretty good kisser. The lips are popping. What artists inspire you? A lot of artists inspire me. Right now, I would say primarily Amy Winehouse. I love Amy Winehouse. Vocals are crazy. You know, for her to have only, you know, while she was living, recorded a couple of albums. Crazy. I know I gotta play some Amy Winehouse for you guys, just in case, you know, a lot of you I think only know a few of her songs, but she was an incredible artist, and I love this joint that she did on her first album. And I love Amy Winehouse. Aaliyah, of course, Missy Elliott, Pharrell Williams as a producer and as a songwriter, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Monica, Brandy, So many artists, guys. Some people that you probably wouldn't expect that I like. Creed. I love the. They're like alternative. I mean, they're not together anymore, but they had some great songs. Arms Wide Open. Yeah, they're just great artists. Love Creed. My Chemical Romance. I'm naming all these groups that aren't together anymore. But yeah, I was thinking Nancy Sinatra. Love Nancy Sinatra. But yeah, those are a few of my favorite artists that give me a lot of inspiration. Am I single? Yes. That's it. That's all I'm giving you. I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. What am I working on currently? Right now, guys, I am in the middle of a book called Central Horizon. So look out for that. The follow-up to my second book. It's not a sequel to it, but it's just my second. This is my first official novel. My first one was like a short story series. So yeah, I'm working on Central Horizon. It's like a relationship-oriented book about a woman who is a performer, and in the middle of her being a part of a tour, she is going through a divorce, and you know, all these different relationship, you know, topics, and basically it being about a woman who is taking responsibility for the things that she did in her relationship. You know, there's so many artists and you know, books and authors that get, you know, the man bashing title, but this is different because yeah, there is that part of it, you know, where you're saying that the man did this and that, but it's also a woman saying this is what I did to make it good and bad. So look out for that. I'm also working on a column for Control Magazine. Definitely look it up on www.controlmag.com, called The Underwear Drawer. And it's just a column about my experiences with love, and I actually talk about my first, you know, dating experience that I was talking to you guys about earlier. And yeah, so guys, definitely look out for that. Hoping to be working on some more acting roles pretty soon, and I'm going to be working on some music as well. So yeah, a lot of things are in the works, guys. What's next? On a scale from 1 to 10, how freaky are you? You guys are just really throwing it at me, huh? I think this is the way I'm going to answer this question. I feel that your freaky side should be determined by who you're with. And it doesn't, you don't technically have to be in a relationship with that person, but it's just someone that you have to, excuse me, that you have to let yourself feel comfortable with, and that you have to, in some aspect, know. And, you know, I definitely think that I've shared those parts with myself significantly with, you know, a particular person that, that I felt comfortable with, that I knew that, you know, I knew their pros and cons, and, you know, things that they, you know, that they like and they didn't like. And I think that's important because you don't want to give yourself to anybody. And yeah, I just think that determines how freaky you can get. So I would say from a scale from 1 to 10, I'm about a solid 8, about a B plus. That's good enough. But I do think that it should progress as you know, hopefully get involved with someone that you can see yourself with long term. Okay, I will say that. My favorite baby making song. Man, y'all are throwing it. Okay, my favorite baby making song. Anything by Janet, really. Anything by Janet. I mean, I can name several right now, but I'll say my favorite from her would be one that she has called Would You Mind. And she's just saying everything that she wants to do to old boy. And I love that song. I think lyrically it's just catchy, and I love how fast it is with the, you know, the slow melody, and it's just a hot track. I love that. Gotta love Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, by the way. Favorite rapper. My favorite rapper, Jay-Z. Shut it down. Kills it every time. Love Jay-Z. Favorite Jay-Z record, Girls. I love Girls. Love that song. Blueprint. The Black Album was crazy. Kingdom Come. Favorite track on Kingdom Come was Anything with Usher and Pharrell. So Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. Click. I love Click. Favorite clothing line is H&M. I'm wearing H&M pants right now. They fit so nice. I'm actually wearing H&M socks too. Okay, that's how much I love H&M. The shirt that I got made with Aaliyah's face on it is an H&M shirt. These suspenders are from H&M. Only thing on me that's not from H&M is my eyeballs and my hair. But I love H&M. Affordable, the European fit. Crazy. I love H&M. So shout outs to H&M. Best H&M, by the way, in the country is in New York. Fifth Avenue. Okay. When was the last time you cried? Man, the last time that I cried, I mean like bawling out crying, was when a friend of mine by the name of Brian McQueen passed away. He was about the same age as me, maybe a year younger. And it was sad because we wanted to do a lot of the same things professionally. He was so into modeling. And I think it was when I looked up where they were actually having the service on the computer and I saw the building, it just hit me, you know, that I didn't want to see him that way. I didn't end up going to the funerals, and sometimes I regret that I did it. But I will say this, the last time that I saw my friend was at a club, dancing, having fun, joking, laughing with me, and I'm so happy that I have that memory of him that way. And everything that I do is really a tribute to him. So RIP to Brian, and when I think about him, sometimes it makes me tear up. But I love that man, and he had a very cool, laid back, goofy personality, and I think a piece of him will always be in me. Honestly, I do. So shout outs to Brian. What are you afraid of, guys? Okay, this is another one that you probably wouldn't expect. I have a phobia of cats. I don't get down with cats. I like Janet Black cat, but I don't mess with cats. I don't know what it is exactly about them. I just don't like them. They're very demonic to me. I mean, they urinate in a box full of sand. There's something about that is just not right. Okay, so I'm not down with cats. That's all I want to talk about it. Okay, I'm having a traumatic breakdown right now, even thinking about it. Okay, rest of these questions. Okay, alright. My celebrity crush, I'll give you my male and female celebrity crush. My man crush is James Franco. I'm always hitting him up on Twitter. My boy has not written me back yet, but I love James Franco. The best smile ever. I mean, I've had a crush on James Franco since he plays James Dean. I still have not seen that movie, but I want to badly. So James Franco, and my female crush is Eva Mendes. I mean, do I even need to explain those curves and those lips and that voice? Damn. Okay, that's it. Alright. What did I do to stay in shape? I dance. And you guys know I'm a dancer. Hip-hop dance mostly. I mean, most of the dance videos that I have on YouTube are actually at the gym and in the studio. So dancing is primarily what I like to do to stay in shape. It's not really what I should be doing because it's a lot of cardio and I sweat hard. And I'm trying to gain weight. It's not really helping. So I need to get back on my weight training, pump it up, find a trainer hopefully by the summer. So, but that's what I like to do to stay in shape, is dance. My favorite food is pizza. Cheese, pepperoni, meat lovers every once in a while, but I like to keep it simple. Favorite food. Okay, when did you know that you wanted to be an entertainer? Very early on. My dad had me performing in front of his line brothers. He's on Mega Sci-Fi, and when he had a new group of guys, he would get me in front of them and make them say, go Langston, get busy, and I would just start bouncing. But the thing about it was that they couldn't laugh. So that's, I mean, little things like that was where it started. Doing Michael Jackson and you know, impersonations, and when I was in kindergarten doing Elvis. I mean, crazy. Yes, Elvis. And yeah, that's I think when I knew that I was going to be doing something that involved the business. Elijah Wood was also one of my favorite actors and gave me a lot of inspiration. The Good Son is one of my favorite movies, and Radio Flyer. Okay, what's your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time, I got a few, but I'll give you one. My favorite movie of all time is Cruel Intentions. Love Sarah Michelle Gellar. Cattiness is crazy. Ryan Phillippe, Reese Witherspoon, Joshua Jackson. One of my favorite movies. It's a classic, right? Classic. MTV Best Kiss 99, I think. Was it 99? I think it was 99. Okay. What's your idea of first date? Anything where we can communicate, get to know each other, go to a movie. Not the, no, actually, I'm sorry, not go to the movie. That's what I meant to say. Don't go to a movie on your first date. Anything like a park, nice simple gathering, not too distracting where a lot of other people are around, where you can get to know each other's sense of humor and personality. That's my idea first date. Guys, and that is a wrap. I have answered all of your questions, looking over my list. Yes, I did. I love you guys. Keep hitting me up. And this has been Blaze's top 25 questions. My birthday is May 18th. I will be 25. So shout your boy out. Show some love. Peace up. A-Town down. Peace, people.